Coach, the tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set up, 10-2 start.
So don't say nothing.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
They'll run on first down. It's Green. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Greystone travel.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 70, Indy.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
55's Mike, guy, 55.
Hey, come on, now, come on, now.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Yeah.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Touch, 315.
Mike 91. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Watch the safety creep.
Bang out, bang touch.
First carry for a Kenosha native and former Badger, Melvin Gordon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Touch, 280.
It's out time, guys. It's out time. Out.
Gun.
Motion.
Check right.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Gordon on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Lucky.
49, check 49, check
40. Switch. Hey, guys, 4 down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
I got you.
Run left. Hey, 0-0-0.
On third down, Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
First down, Lions.
Move the team.
Mike 91. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Bang, bang, bang.
Friday.
91 is the
On first down, Gordon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Stay with your man. Patch it.
Go. Let's go.
Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Alert 3. He's checking. Crash.
Go.
Check 91 is the Mike 91.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Check
tight. Check.
12.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And it's 3rd down.
No score after one on EA Sports. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Friday.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get it.
Go, in and out. Let's go.
Let's get out there.
Alert.
Switch. Show him that.
Hey, easy. Right.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Number 30, the ball
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
48-yard line.
Ready, break.
57's Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets this to Davante Adams. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On first down, it's Green. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
55, Mike, 55.
It's a 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Check, 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 check.
Five.
2nd and 14. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Screen, watch the screen. Check 3, check 3.
Still got it. 4 down, 4 down.
Mr. Mike. Mike 91. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Kill, kill, kill.
One left.
He's coming in. Mike.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Special.
At the 36-yard line.
Check 91. 91.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down.
On a jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Throwing on second down. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. You draw Corker. Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
I'm letting you know right.
Hey, Echo.
Slam, slam, slam. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
You look at me. Zipper.
You ain't doing nothing today.
57's the mic. 50, go.
Looking to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Caught by Cobb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Shift.
One left. Undercut. good. 4 down, 4 down.
That's it.
Here we go.
Check point.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well left, well left. Got it.
Watch the twins.
Took right.
Wide, get wide.
Just right.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. He's letting it fly, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Well left.
58.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
14.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, it's caught. Lockett. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, Charlie.
Get off the field, D. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Kermit. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Let's put him on the
2nd and 1. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
25. Go.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 58's the Mike. 58.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Mike's 57's Mike. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Hey, check Mike.
Go.
Man out.
57. Mike, 57.
Ready.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Strong right. 3 down.
Now.
Motion. 57's Mike.
Shoot.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put them on the ground.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Check, 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 check. Check 31, check 31. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. He's cracked.
Hey, 0-0-0.
On second and 11 now. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
61, matchbox, lights. Look at me. Go, 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 go. Get it.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Yep. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Watch 57.
Check, check, check.
Big trip. Big trip.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
57's the mic.
Go.
57's the mic.
Watch the slat. Watch the slat.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Hit it.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
You think you gonna get this?
2nd and 15. Finding Green complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 50.
Hey, Zoo.
57. Mike, 57.
Now back to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
50 seconds to mark.
Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Mike, team.
Mike, Daddy,
Here we go, D. 91 is the mark.
he's timing you. He's timing Mike.
Kill.
14, got it.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Smooth.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, exit.
Check Mike. Watch it,
Watch the run. They're running it. Check.
5.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey!
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. This is Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Check 24. Check 24. Slam, slam, slam.
One's left, one's left.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Melvin Gordon. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on first down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.